Imagine standing at the edge of a river, watching the current flow. You see twigs drifting downstream, never upstream. Time feels the same, always moving forward. But why does it flow at all? And could it ever run backwards? The arrow of time is one of physics' most haunting questions. While most laws of physics are time-symmetric, meaning they work forward or backward, the second law of thermodynamics gives time its direction. It says entropy disorder must increase over time. That's why you remember the past, but not the future, and why eggs crack but never uncrack. Think of time as a river. Its current, the direction in which it flows, is guided by the buildup of entropy. But if the laws of nature don't demand that current, could it reverse? Could time stand still? If time's arrow is merely a consequence of entropy, then time might not be as fundamental as we believe. What happens in a universe where nothing changes? Could time move in reverse? Could we remember the future instead of the past? These questions shake the core of what it means to experience reality. Take a moment to reflect on this. If time has a direction only because of increasing disorder, what happens in a world where nothing changes? Now, let's step deeper into a paradox where your actions today could erase your tomorrow. The grandfather paradox. You invent a time machine. You travel back to meet your grandfather before your father is born. In a twist of fate, you accidentally prevent your grandfather from ever meeting your grandmother. So, were you ever born? The grandfather paradox is one of time travel's oldest and most puzzling dilemmas. If you change something so vital in the past that it erases your own existence, how could you have gone back in time in the first place? It's a loop of impossibility, a contradiction that leaves logic suspended. This paradox challenges our notions of causality and self-determination. Could parallel timelines exist, each branching off with different outcomes? Or is the past so fixed that time travel will always fail to change it? Some argue the universe prevents paradoxes through subtle corrections. Others suggest new timelines are born from every action. Either way, the paradox demands we rethink the fabric of fate and freedom. Take a slow breath and imagine a universe where the future is already written and you're just watching it unfold. Ready to bend your mind even further? Let's explore the paradox where trying to prevent a future ensures it happens. The predestination paradox. You receive a message from the future. Do not take that train. You avoid it, only to learn it crashed. But in skipping it, you accidentally trigger the crash itself. The predestination paradox occurs when a time traveler's actions fulfill, rather than change, the future. Attempts to alter destiny become the very cause of that destiny. You are both the trigger and the result. It is the illusion of choice embedded in a closed loop of events. This paradox suggests that time may be inescapable, that every decision you make is part of a fixed story. It asks, is free will just a comforting illusion? What if trying to escape fate only traps you in it? It's a chilling notion that every step toward freedom is actually a foot deeper into the plan. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, are you making choices or walking a path already laid for you? Now, let's peer into a possibility even stranger. What if all time, past, present, and future exist at once? Block universe theory. What if your entire life, every moment you've ever lived or will live, already exists, like frames on a film reel? You're not writing your story. You're simply watching it play. The block universe theory, also known as eternalism, posits that time is not flowing but static. All events, from the Big Bang to your next breath, exist simultaneously. You only experience time linearly because your consciousness is moving through these moments in sequence. Imagine a frozen sculpture of time. You are just scanning across its surface. This theory redefines how we perceive reality. If every moment is equally real, then now loses its meaning. There is no past, no future, only existence. Does this mean your choices are predetermined? That everything you will ever do already is? It brings peace to some and unease to others. Let that settle in. Every decision you've ever made or will make is already part of the universal script. For our final paradox, let's explore an enigma where beginnings don't exist at all. The bootstrap paradox. You wake up with a mysterious manuscript on your desk. You study it, publish it, and decades later, someone hands it back to your younger self. Who wrote it? The bootstrap paradox is a time travel enigma in which an object, idea, or person exists without origin. passed from the future to the past. It loops infinitely, never created, yet always present. It challenges the very idea of causality. Can something exist with no beginning? This paradox disturbs the foundation of logic. If something was never created, how can it exist? Is time a cradle where things can spontaneously emerge through loops? Some suggest it points to time being less linear and more interwoven than we ever imagined. It is the ultimate mystery, something from nothing, wrapped in time's illusion. Take a final deep breath and think of this. What if the answers to life's biggest mysteries are not behind us or ahead of us, but trapped in an infinite loop, quietly existing outside of time? Thank you for drifting through these 99 mind-warping time paradoxes. Let your thoughts float gently now, untethered from clocks and calendars. You are not bound by time tonight, only by the silence between seconds. Sleep well, traveler.